Am I there? Am I? Hello? Hello? Oh, honestly, it says I'm not. Oh, I'm streaming. Yeah. Very weird. Very weird indeed. Hold on, let me see if I can hear myself. Hold up. Hello? Can anybody hear me? There I am. Why can't I hear myself through the computer? What is going on here? You know what? How about that? Is that better? Am I? Oh, yeah, there I go. All right. It's been so long. First and foremost, I'm happy to be back because it's been two effing weeks, and it's felt like a millennia. You know, it was the freezing cold because we had the freezing cold here in New Jersey like 2 weeks ago. It was brick, like, and it could not heat up in here whatsoever. So I was like, I had to make a business decision there. Like, I have to do a lot of typing and mouse wiggling on this show, and I didn't want to catch the frostbite and lose my fingers and/or toes. You know what I mean? Wilmer, if I see you. Love, love. Hello, babe. You know what I mean? But damn. And then last week I almost died, guys. I was in the throes. I was seeing the lights. I was in the most pain that I've ever pained before. We'll talk all about that. But yeah, I feel like I was just talking before and I didn't feel live. But let me break this down to you, all right? Let me break it down to you. A good evening, everyone. First and foremost, welcome. All right? Tonight we gather not just to reflect on Black history, but to recognize its living impact. Black History Month is more than a moment on the calendar. It's a reminder that the struggles, the victories, and the innovations of Black people aren't confined to the past. I mean, listen, there are a lot of active forces shaping our present and also defining our future. But let's be honest. This conversation is more urgent than ever. We are in a time where history itself is under attack. Books are being banned, our stories are being rewritten, and somehow in 2025, we still have to remind people that slavery had no benefits. But history doesn't disappear just because some people may find it inconvenient. That's why we're here to ensure our narratives are not just preserved, but amplified. So, if you're looking at this picture right now, this is my show chart. Usually when I start the show, I show you guys a basic, the thumbnail of the show, the art for the show. And tonight, we are joined by three remarkable individuals. Well, not in studio. And for Marcus Garvey, we're going to have to break out the Ouija board for that one. But we got two live people in this Black History Month celebration that need to be celebrated. And first is in the middle, we have Mayor Monroe Nichols, and he's Tulsa's first Black mayor. And we're not talking about just Tulsa's first Black mayor. We're talking about somebody who is seeking reparations actively and working to make them a reality in that specific city that still carries scars from the Tulsa Race Massacre. And his leadership is proof that history demands action, not just acknowledgement. And then, we know who Marcus Garvey is, but divert your eyes to the right. That's 14-year-old environmental advocate Demi Johnson, who is restoring Mississippi's oyster reefs. This is one of the ones I found interesting. So she's at an age where most people are focused on school and social life, but she is quite literally rebuilding ecosystems, and it's an effort that will benefit generations to come. Her work is a testament to the power of young people to lead change. And of course, And of course, we gotta honor the legacy of one Marcus Garvey, a pioneer of black self-determination. His vision for economic independence, global black unity, and self-reliance remains just as relevant today as it was a century ago. So if he were alive now, I think he'd likely remind us that progress is never given. It must be built, owned, and protected. That's a quote from him. So tonight, as we celebrate Black History Month, let's remember that we are not just reflecting on the past, we are shaping the present. And in times like these, that responsibility is more important than ever. Mo 3 times, talking shit, getting clicks, let's do it. Oh my goodness. Let the children sing for me. Give me some horns. What's up, what's up, what's up? Richard Hatcher in the house. Everybody's here. Ramen was good. Oh man, oh you know what? I gotta hold on when it dies down, because I'm not gonna stop it. I will not stop the applause, the digital applause, but I will say.
Many people know him as the JumpOut Boys in their city.
Shout out to the JumpOut Gang. Happy New Year. I feel like it's been that long. I gotta say Happy New Year. Yo, check it out. You see these? Bright, poppy light, popping, popping. It's oozing. You can't get those on the website. You're gonna have to holler at your boy. I got these. These are prototypes, but you got to see one Love designed. You guys want to see it? Maybe I'll show it later and show when we get some more people in here, because it's such a nice. Thank you, Robin. Such a nice one. And guess what? You got one. You have one. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for you. It's the oversized logo. That's how we're doing it. We're doing everything obese. Not big. We're doing everything obese in the 2025. So what's going on? Hey, as you guys know, I am celebrating Black History Month. They do, these wonderful people right here do deserve the art for this week. But don't get it twisted. We're still going to be talking our shit, getting our clicks. We are definitely going to pay our homage for our past, our present, and our future. And regards as the Black History celebration that we're having this month, which is February. We're sharing it with a Punxsutawney and a Cupid and a Super Bowl. But guess what? It doesn't matter, because we shall overcome all of that and get some good education and talk some shit and fellowship and everything and hang out here. Phone lines are open right now, and I don't care. You call in whenever you feel like it. That's how I'm feeling. Because I'm alive right now. 313-825-5557. You better go ahead and get in right now before I start, because damn it, I might be on something else. Oh, let's go over here. Where am I going? Oh, there we go. I'm over here. What's going on, everybody? I'm looking through the chats. Let me look through the chats right now. Yeah, I do want to talk a little Gaza. Can we talk a little Gaza? Oh man, you know what I did? For the YOUs out there, this is what I did. We live Mo 3 times. It's me, Mo 3 times in the flesh. Whatever. What I did was I found a great book. Oh yeah, the plane crashes, Ramen. so much has been happening. Man, all right. For Black History Month, I was able to find a wonderful book for you guys that I've been touting on this show over and over and over and over and over again. It is a book called Before the Mayflower. Let me throw it up. I'll throw it up over here. It's called Before the Mayflower. Boom. Right there. And it's written by Lerone Bennett Jr. Lerone Bennett Jr., yeah. I had like a little video of him or whatever. I have a link. This is like I don't know. You see this here? I got it in PDF form. This book is like over 700 pages. Look at me scrolling in the wrong spot. But it has little maps. It has little pictures in there. It gives you a whole another side of American history from before the time of the Mayflower. Well, you're going to hear stories about Mansa Musa in this book all the way up to, I would say, the early 90s, maybe? Late 80s. You are getting over 200 years of history in this book. Black history, politics, every facet and walk of life, you are going to get this history. And I got a link for you. It's not this one that I'm showing here. Actually, I'll give it to you right now. If this is it, Ramit, do me a favor. Test this link out. See if you can download this PDF real quick. I don't usually do this, but come on. Why not? That's for everybody. You get I shouldn't probably be giving out free copies. I don't think Lerone Bennett Jr. would mind. I'm not sure right now, but in these days and times, I'll risk it. Check that out. It has great like historical stories in there, and there's going to be some things from that book that I want to talk about in these shows in the next, the upcoming shows throughout this month, throughout the rest of the year, throughout the rest of history of time. So this is something that if you're in the JumpOut Gang, you're going to need that supplemental.
Many people know them as the JumpOut boys
You might
in
want
that
to
city.
keep your book on you. We'll definitely talk about that. Definitely. But Ramid was talking about the plane. The plane crashes were crazy. The plane crashes were nuts. Right? How many crashes did we have? Let me get out of there. How many plane crashes did we have? I wasn't in on it. How many? Let's do a research. Let's do some researching. Just in the U.S. Let's go back to last month. In the last month. All right, so we only had the two. We only had the two in the past month. But I think the one in January 29th with the Black Hawk and the airplane was like the first mid-air collision in years. Maybe decades in the United States of America. I wasn't going that far into it, but there were 64 individuals on the jet, 3 crew members on a helicopter. They all perished. Rest in peace to all of those people. And then there was the medical transport jet carrying 6 people, including a child patient and her mother, that crashed in Philadelphia neighborhood shortly after takeoff. That was nuts. I was in bed hurting, and I happened to be scrolling, and I was like, damn, like, you know, people are still commenting on the jet crash in Virginia on over the Potomac River and whatnot, and I was like damn. Like, I was scrolling and I saw it, and I was like, when did this happen? That couldn't have happened. This must have been like, oh, I thought it was old. And then Love gets on her phone, and we look back again. I'm like, oh, man, this just happened. When that plane crashed, It was on Instagram like less than 5 minutes later. I wasn't close enough to hear the boom. I'm close. I am close to that Philadelphia, close to Philly, close to the bridge, but I didn't hear that. But that's that crashed in the middle of in a neighborhood, like a bustling neighborhood, because it's where the neighborhood meets like the commercial area. So there's a lot of hustle bustle there. And I don't know, I think that happened around like 7 o'clock at night, 7:30 at night, something like that. But pretty early on in the evening. And yeah. So in Philly here, we've been hearing a whole bunch of people on the news giving like firsthand accounts. And there was a little boy that, fell on top of his sister and to, keep her safe from flying plane debris. But yeah, people's Zoom cams, those are, two very unfortunate accidents. I mean, with all of the footage and animations and recreations of the accident that happened on January 29th in near DC, like you could tell that was just an accident. That was an accident, and a very unfortunate accident, high traffic area. Maybe they should not be, you do have to train in real life situations, but maybe Black Hawks should not be training, so close to like urban areas like that. If you don't need to, maybe you should not do that. But what do I know? Pete Hegseth is our. He wasn't in charge of that. That wasn't his fault, but still. Very unfortunate incidences there. The president actually came out. Oh, man. Shoot. Let's bring it up. Marks after. Let's see. Crash. Oh, he's been up to. You know what? I said I wasn't going to do it.
From the White House, requesting for a moment of silence after the deadly...
This is ABC News. We'll probably
mid-air collision here in our nation's capital.
Let's go through it. Yo, that man peaked during the moment of silence. During the moment of silence, he peaks.
Thank you very much.
I mean, he did peak. Like, he peaked like I be peaking when... Flashback is giving the Thanksgiving prayer, and I open up my eyes to see what's going on, and every time I open up my eyes, you know who I see? I'm not gonna rat her out. It's Brazil, and now she got a little Quest with his eyes open, so it's just us three looking at each other, and then you hear, and then Michael opens up his eyes, and then he's trying to hold it in. It's crazy. That's what he kind of did. Anyway, I will bite through basically what this jerk is saying. He's going to talk about the crash, and he, it's unfortunate. He did his little moment of silence and everything like this, but he used this little opportunity up in front of millions and million people and the entire world to diss diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, because that's the ish that they're on. That's the flavor of the month right now. I mean, it's Black Lives Matter. It's been CRT. It's been everything. And now it's, trans people. Now it's DEI. It's DEI. It's got to go bye-bye, guys. They don't like it. So, yeah, he said that they said it was an accident, an unfortunate accident, but I have my opinions, and I'm going to talk about my opinions. And he basically said DEI. So we got the social media, the stuff in life that actually matters to us. It got everybody wound up on social media, and I'm not going to lie, I was trolling people with DEI because I had to ask them. I was asking a question when they were fighting, like, why was DEI created? Nobody wanted to tell me why DEI was created in the first place. So I guess that's something we're not going to talk about. We're not going to talk about. But it ends up having to do nothing with DEI. They said, oh man, it was the person flying the plane. That wasn't it. It was the air traffic controllers. It was probably some black or Latino or a gay person there, and that wasn't the case. NSTB, National Transportation Safety Board, National Safety Transportation Board, NSTB lady got up there. But everything was, fingers were pointed, basically. I'm talking about early on, even before the investigation was really on its way. This man was up talking his shit, getting his clicks. I mean, for real. God, it's out of control. We know this. I'm not going to preach because obviously the choir is here. And if somebody's from outside the church, you call in right now. You call in and you make it known that you're a visitor here. 313-825-5557 if you want to get down with the JumpOut Gang.
Many people know them as the JumpOut boys in their city.
Then that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna call me up and we can discuss these matters because I'm a firm believer in DEI. I am. I mean, because I think you probably want to end racism first before you end DEI, but that's just me. That's just me. Is that you? If that's you, throw me a like out there. Throw me a like, share this with somebody you love. Yeah. Oh, so I've been playing this whole time. I've been here with it. He's just been talking in my ear. He's been talking in my ear right now, talking about how is DEI. Yo, actually today, I believe Elon Musk tweeted or X'd or whatever, how sigged on his social media page, saying that it was basically the FAA software, their system, hardware wasn't up to snuff. So it wasn't really obviously, I think with the air traffic, the helicopter, somebody did see somebody, it was like a blind spot situation. That's just what I'm thinking after all I've heard all of these experts. But ultimately, he said these systems are due for some upgrades. So, I mean, if you're going to get anything good out of that. But speaking of Elon Musk, they've the Department of Governmental Efficiency, aka DOGE, which isn't actually a department, but I mean, by all intents and purposes, it's an actual government department right now. If you ask any of the major news outlets, DOGE is a real damn thing. They have a building somewhere, and they got government vehicles. What they don't have is the patches. They need to have their little official DOGE patch. I don't know what it's going to look like. It's probably going to be in the shape of Bitcoin because Elon's a cheeky fucker. Excuse my language. Can he fire all this Fed worker? Will Murphy, I don't believe he can fire all the Fed workers. Once you get into those federal positions, it's kind of hard. Like, you're in there. Like, you got to be just extremely out of control and reckless and just unpersonable to be unglued from one of those positions. Like, once you get in there and you got your couple years and you're stuck in there. I mean, could it be, is he firing all these workers because maybe doing a buyout because he doesn't want to pay their salary? Quite possibly. Is it because he wants to roll everybody out so he can roll all his people in and do like favors and stuff like that? Possibly. William, they could be getting rid of immigrants and getting rid of all these departments and cutting billions and billions of dollars to give us all our reparations. They could be doing that. I don't think so. But right now, really nobody knows what they're doing. They're just trying to, trim the fat. And I mean, Elon Musk is walking through our government with a God code on. He's in God mode right now. And I don't know. People were mad that, Kamala wasn't nominated, actually voted. And now we got this guy that seems like he has a shitload of power and he's making a lot of moves on our government and nobody voted him in there. If I'm talking shit, which I'm doing, it's been a while since I've been here, so let me talk my shit. If we talk this shit, let me tell you what, when the election hit the way it hit, I was like, damn, Like, damn, like, he put up numbers like that, and then they were like, well, there's maybe people working. And I've been doing the math, and I'm not the greatest at math. Anyone who knows me and knows me well and loves me, they know that math and me are like lamb and tuna fish. You know what I mean? It just doesn't mix. But, like, the math and with the votes, I was like, oh, it's kind of crazy. So when people are coming out, and now we can say this, and we don't even have to fact check anymore. I can just really say this shit like it's facts. But when people are coming out saying, pulling clips of Donald Trump talking about how Elon helped him in Pennsylvania, and now there are in major media outlets, ABC News, NBC, all those people are coming out and saying, hey, there is talk about some finagling going down in Pennsylvania. Maybe some vote machines were tampered with. And then we got we got Zuckerberg, we got Musk. They all started out in tech. We have Zamboni. What's his name? For Amazon. What's his name again? He looks like... who's the guy that be roasting everybody? The white guy that roasts everybody. He kind of looks like him, but without drinks. I forget the CEO's name of Amazon right now. Please help me in the chat. This is going to kill me, and I don't feel like getting on my keyboard and typing. I'm going to type now. Then I'm going to see his name. I'm going to feel disgusted with myself. Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Will. Bezos. Right. Looks like one of those squeeze balls. You miss squeeze and her eyes pop up. Looks like one of... Anyway, I don't want to talk about looks because we don't want to shame anybody. 2025. I mean, I know when they go low, we go high or whatever. You go low, they go low, roll one up. But with all this talking and conspiracies of saying that, hell, somebody could have been doing some finagling, and with your boy over here himself out his mouth over the summer talking about something, those shots at his head look kind of fake. That Band-Aid on his ear was like, there's a lot of fake shit going on here. Like, could you blame me? Could you blame me for saying that maybe Elon did Buddy a favor because they were on the outs? He was talking shit on Elon over the summer, and then somehow he kind of lubed his way in on there. Like, there could be some nonsense happening. But I've been trying to be classy with it. I don't even want to have any type of January 6th type talk over here on this side of an independent, progressively minded individual. I didn't even want to go there. But damn it. Yo, what do y'all think about Donald Trump and Gaza? What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Honestly, let me know. Let me know what you think about that one. Probably should get. I'm trying to do these things where I don't get copyrights while doing stuff like this. What do you think, Trump Gaza? What do you think about that? What do you think about him basically saying, I want to turn Gaza into, the Middle East Riviera? I want to develop on there. I want to build some casinos on that bitch. What would they call that casino? The Trump Intifada? The Trump and welcome to the Intifada. Oh my God. I don't know. Please, I know if I do it terrible, sometimes I'm on point with it. He's obviously the authority on the issue. Hello. It was me. Yeah. I have no idea what's going on here. He wants to take credit for it. What? He wants to take credit for what? New buildings on in Israel. Yeah. Hold on, I got it right here actually. I don't know why All right, so Trump is with Benjamin Netanyahu. People have been calling him Bibi. I don't know. I mean, Like, I don't know what King Von's pet name was out in those, like, I know King Von is like, King Von is it's kind of his rapper name or moniker, but whatever his mom called him, you know, that little pet name, like little fucking June bug or I didn't need a Nini or some shit like that, whatever they called it. Like, would King Von use that out in the streets with all the bodies that he had? Would he dare be called BB Von? Because, I mean, Netanyahu's got bodies upon bodies. And they're using his little pet names, and I don't think that's right. I think you should call him Benjamin. Benjamin. But with that, listen to this. This is the BBC breaking news that broke earlier.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out.
Mr. Netanyahu did.
Yeah, he's going to level it out, get rid of the destroyed buildings, and, you know, build a resort on that thing. Some condos, maybe a golf course similar to the one that he has in Bedminster. Like, maybe he might do that. He wants to say, look what I made. I bought peace. All right. Love. You're thinking love. But this is what I'm thinking, love. I'm thinking history, not just black history. I'm thinking history, right? These people have been fighting over this piece of land, for thousands of years. For thousands upon thousands. I don't know why the kids are cheering. Upon thousands.
Look at this is not a banger.
For thousands of years. Aunt Sherry. Special shout outs to you, dear. Shout outs to Aunt Sherry. Shout outs to Flashback. Shout outs to Winnie Boo and Love for making sure that your boy made it home. They ain't go back to the crib and grab a Corona. The Busters brought me home. I love you guys. What was I gonna say? For thousands of years. These people have been fighting over this land for thousands of years. Do you really think? I'm surprised that the ceasefire ain't begin the repeat fire, because after hearing this, hold on. Do you necessarily think a war has to be fought on that land? If it's fought over that land, has to necessarily be fought on that land for that war to be fought? Did we just insert ourselves, like personally, like, all right, we would send some bombs, and some guns, and some bombs in our head, we were fighting. Like, we would do that. We would send that through Israel, and, you know, what if our allyship, we were kind of fighting a war, like, but now this MF just went up in front of the world. Let me show you. These reporters here are from around. Look at the diversity, equity, and inclusion in this room. One black lady. I gotta count my peoples in the room, make sure. But I'm sure there's more over here. We're holding cameras too. But look at the different faces in there. Like the different types of European in there. We got some Asian in there. We got a little bit of mix of all the entire world right there listening to this man say, yo, you know what? These people have been fighting a holy war for thousands of years on this land. And we're just going to turn it into condos, bro. And they're writing back to their people there. And I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I know that Christianity and Islam and Judaism, they're all like the Abrahamic religions or whatever, but they're all like the top religions. Well, not Jewish isn't at the top religion, but these are the top religions of the world. Like, there are a lot of people who subscribe to these religions around the world, and these people are sending messages back to them saying that the Christian guy that represents the Christian people, even though he holds his book upside down, even though I've heard no evangelist or any type of Baptist come out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, MSNBC, Fox News, or anything like that and say, yo, what the are you doing, bro? This is Revelations. Like, nobody did that. They're all going to take his message home and report that back to their people who happen to be Christians and Muslims and Jewish people. How do you think that's going to play out? How do you think that is going to play out? Like he is. I thought. We had conversations. I was like, yo, maybe they're just trying to start the race war. That's bad enough. I thought they were trying to start. This MF is trying to start the biblical, the Armageddon. Why are the children singing? Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, talking shit, getting clicks. Give me a second here. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm still here. Just gotta get it together. Yeah. All right. Talking shit, getting clicks. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about before I get into it, because I was gonna pull myself off course. In celebration of Black History Month, I would like to show you guys Monroe Nichols. This is Monroe.
Defended the
Nichols.
idea.
I didn't mean it. That's the Donald Trump thing. I want to get that off of there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Monroe Nichols, right down there. And give me a second, I'll set this up. And what's cool about Monroe is that he is making history. He himself is making some good history here. And in making the history, I will talk about it. All right. So first of all, Monroe was born in 1983 in Texas. He came up in a family of public servants. We're talking about police officers, probation officers, and preachers, even preachers. And he took that same energy from Texas and he brought that to Tulsa. And he became like the first black representative in the House District 72 back in 2016. So he became one of the first black guys of that district. Well, absolutely, positively, the first black person of his district to win a state House seat back in 2016. And now he just became, in 2024, Tulsa's first black mayor. That is major. All right. But Nichols isn't just here to sit in office and take pictures. Like, one of his biggest fights has been reparations. It's been reparations. Yeah. And as the mayor of Tulsa, we would know that Tulsa does have a long, ugly history when it comes to race. Hello, 1921. I get it. 1921 is when the Tulsa race massacre took place. But for decades, survivors and their families have been calling for justice, and Nichols is actually trying to make some things happen over there. And he's pushing for real economic repair, not just an apology or a plaque or anything like that, but actual money and resources to go back into the community that was torn apart. So I don't think he's just talk. He's working on the policies and solutions to make sure that Tulsa's black residents, especially those that were impacted by the massacre, and we're going to say it happened in 1921. It is 2024, 2025. There are people that were still up. I was talking in like previous shows, like maybe about 6 months ago, we were talking about the Tulsa massacre survivors that were going in front of the judge, and they were not having any good fare about it. They weren't faring well about it. It was good. It made news, but they really didn't get anything out of it. And that is something that Monroe is doing. He's working in homelessness as well. He's not just stuck on reparations. I mean, he's doing a good job there, though. But he wants to improve education. He wants to expand the local economy. And he's making sure it benefits everybody, not just, the usual suspects. So bottom line, Monroe Nichols is stepping up in a way we don't often see from politicians. And he's not just trying to move forward. He's actually trying to make things right. And if he pulls it off, Tulsa might actually become a model for what reparations could look like in America. So for that, we salute you. And we're going to have to stay tuned because the fight is far from over. Horns for this man. Horns for him. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Monroe Nichols, first black mayor of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Talking shit, getting clicks. Mo 3 times. All right, so Richard Hatcher says he does not know what Doge is. Doge is the Department of Government Efficiency. Department of Government Efficiency, of governmental efficiency. And it's named after the Doge coin, which is a crypto coin with the little Doge dog on there. Let me show you a picture real quick. Flashback. All right, this is what the Dogecoin looks like. I'm throwing the monitors real quick. Bam, bam. Has a little dog on there. Dog was taken from a meme. It's all a joke. It really is all a joke. But I mean, cryptocurrency is real. What am I saying? Yeah, there it is. Here's the dog. I'm sorry, I'm in studio mode right now. So that's also the Department of Governmental Efficiency. Now, listen, I got talking shit, getting clicks. It's a podcast I set up. We're official. I say you guys are the.
Many people know them as the JumpOut boys in their city.
You guys are known as the JumpOut Gang in your city. You know what I mean? Off of my say so. This guy has basically created a government department off of his say so. Even though you need Congress to, some votes to get it crack-a-lacking, he doesn't have to do that. He can just say, hey, this is what we're calling ourselves, and everybody goes along with it. The media is complicit in this fuckery. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, but they are complicit in this. They are. They really are. Yeah. Monroe Nichols. So yeah, we're going to Armageddon, guys. We got airplanes crashing. They're saying it's DEI. Then it's not. What's next? Are you guys tired yet of this? People telling you said so? Everybody check on your family members. Make sure ICE ain't get them. I feel like I gotta carry my passport around. I do. Just because they might just want to mess with me. You know what I mean? Like, you know who I am and what I be and where I'm from. I got roots here. I got roots. But if you want to mess with me, you could. I could be potentially iced. I could get iced out here. We're not even gonna ask why they're children.
First of all,
we're not even gonna ask.
Don't argue.
And do you guys think I'm lying? Because
when you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here.
That's for
we
love,
can't
love.
come out here and do this
That's
kind
for
of way
love,
we want to.
That's for love. Like, I feel like I get iced out in these streets. Congress is starting the process of impeaching Trump. That's great that you brought that up, love, because I was scrolling and I saw that. I didn't see any actual legitimate paperwork or people saying I am do this in the process and I'm seconding it. But the buddy did stand up. Whoa, what was his name? Look at this. Now we got a show here. Damn, Al Green. That's what his name. It's Al Green. Representative Al, like the singer. Look at that. There it was. I was watching. Let's throw that video up there. Let's see what he's got to say. A little 2 minutes.
And still I rise, Mr. Speaker.
Listen, guys. Do you think, before we, never mind. It's going to be petty, but no.
And I rise today, Mr. Speaker, with a to whom it may concern message. To whom it may concern, ethnic cleansing in Gaza is not a joke, especially when it emanates from the President of the United States, the most powerful person in the world, when he has the ability to perfect what he says. Ethnic cleansing in Gaza is no joke, and the Prime Minister of Israel should be ashamed, knowing the history of his people, to stand there and allow such things to be said. Ethnic cleansing has been a crime against humanity. And I stand here today in the well to denounce what was said, to denounce what the President said, to denounce the complicity of the Prime Minister of Israel, and to remind people that Dr. King was right. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And injustice in Gaza is a threat to justice in the United States of America. I rise to announce that the movement to impeach the president has begun. I rise to announce that I will bring articles of impeachment against the president for dastardly deeds proposed and dastardly deeds done. I also rise to say that the impeachment movement is going to be a grass-up movement, not a top-down. The people have got to move forward. The people have to demand it. And when the people demand it, it will be done. I did it before. I laid the foundation for impeachment, and it was done. Nobody knows more about it than I. And I know that it's time for us to lay the foundation again. On some issues, it is better to stand alone than not stand at all. On this issue, I stand alone, but I stand for justice. I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back.
Yes, it is something, Flash. Yes, it is. Back. Yeah, that one with the stern look on his face. Let me tell you guys, this is Representative Al Green, a.k.a. Alexander N. Green. He's a Democrat from the U.S. Representative of Texas's 9th Congressional District. Let me give you a little key facts about Al Green. He was born September 1st, 1947, right after World War II in New Orleans, Louisiana. He was educated at Texas Southern University. He has a law degree. He practiced law and served as president of the Houston NAACP from 1977 to 1981. And he serves on the Financial Services Committee, the FCS. Now, listen. Back in 2017, he filed articles of impeachment against Donald Trump over inflammatory rhetoric and obstruction of justice. He's consistently pushed for police reform, racial justice, affordable housing policies, and he focuses on protecting low-income communities and financial discrimination and predatory lending in his housing and banking regulations committee. There's so much that he's trying to stop in there because Trump's back in there. Those predatory lenders are going to be back and back at you. And you do not want that in your life. Stay away from it. But yeah, think about it. He used the words ethnic cleansing. Yeah. He was born 2 years after World War II, and I'm pretty sure he knew of the Holocaust. And that's probably how he would have termed this situation that he's talking about. Less than 50 years later, I mean, the term was around before, but mainstream would be used ethnic cleansing back with Kosovo and the, Kosovo. They were killing Muslims in Kosovo. See, I do remember. Let's look real quick. We would call it today genocide. Holocaust, ethnic cleansing, genocide. Yep. Serbian and Yugoslav forces under the leadership of Slobodan Milosevic carried out brutal campaign against Albanians in the region, and it was the larger Yugoslav wars that followed the breakup of Yugoslavia in the 1990s. I remember there was a Yugoslavia. I do remember that. Mass killings, forced explosion. Check this out, all right. The Kosovo Albanians, who made up about 90% of Kosovo's population, but sought independence from Serbia. Serbian forces also targeted Albanian sympathizers, activists, and civilians. Now, what happened? There were mass killings, forced expulsions, and systematic destruction of villages. Where do we see that at? Where? He's talking about ethnic cleansing today, but it's quiet over here in Kosovo right now. Is there another part of the world where this could be happening? Could there be? I don't know. Let me know if there is. I don't know these things. 313-825-5557. Let me know. Is there another place that what is he talking about? What is Al Green talking about? What is he talking about? Oh, word. He's close to you. Will said he's the rep from the town over. That's close. But damn. Mass killings, forced expulsions, people being forced from their homes, people being killed en masse, and it seems like they're bombarding these villages systematically. Rape and sexual violence were used as tools of war. That can't be happening now. The forces carried out massacres where unarmed people were executed. Not happening now. But NATO did intervene in March 1999. Are we still in NATO? I don't know. I don't know if we're still in NATO. I kind of checked out months ago with this. 313-825-5557. Let me know what's going on in the world. Let me know what's going on in the world because I don't know. Did they turn Yugoslavia? They turned Kosovo into the Riviera? The Eastern European Riviera, did they? I don't know. I'm here for Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen. Let the children sing for that. Let them sing. Talking shit, getting clicks, Mo 3 times. We are in here. Hour in. I'm not going to waste your time. We episodes. We episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about Marcus Garvey. That's what I want to do. I do. All right, y'all. Let's talk about one of the realest to ever do it. I mean, it's definitely Marcus Garvey.
To move forward.
Let me stop this guy real
The
quick,
people
'cause I gotta
have
keep
to
this.
demand.
Al Green, he's going up on my Black History Month wall very soon. Not today. Maybe next week. Marcus Garvey. Yep, one of the realest to ever do it. You might know the name, but do you really know the man? He was born in August 17th, 1887 in St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica. And Garvey was a visionary. He was a fighter. Let me have a look at that. A fighter. And the definition of black excellence. I don't like to say black excellence because that was something Puffy always used to say, but damn it. He's not going to stop us. Take that, take that. Before that was even a thing, Marcus Garvey was black excellence. And this man wasn't about begging for a seat at the table. He was about building a whole new damn house. In 1914, Marcus Garvey founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, the UNIA. And it was an organization dedicated to uplifting black people worldwide. His message? Black pride, economic independence, and self-reliance. Does any of that sound like out of control? I don't know. Anyway, by the time he came to the U.S. in 1916, he had a whole movement behind him. I mean, he was preaching that we don't need validation from anybody. We need our own businesses, our own schools, our own everything. And when he said Africa for Africans, he meant it. I mean, the man was he started a shipping company called the Black Star Line to physically move people and goods between Africa and the diaspora. That's next level thinking. But of course, when a black man starts talking about unity and economic power, the powers that be tend to fuck it up. They do. They get nervous. And when I say get nervous, I mean the U.S. government, led by one J. Edgar Hoover, basically made it their mission to take him down. And they slapped him with a mail fraud and some charges in 1923 and locked Marcus Garvey up and then deported him back to Jamaica in 1927. Even though they tried to silence him, his ideas never died. Today, Garvey's impact is everywhere. His philosophy inspired movements from the civil rights era to Pan-Africanism. His message still rings loud. And if you know anything, I'm going to throw up this. You see that red, that black, that green? The red, black, and green flag, that's his. That's the concept of black economic power. Garvey, his message still rings loud. If we want true freedom, we have to build it ourselves. And Marcus Garvey wasn't just a man. He was a whole blueprint, guys. Marcus Garvey, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just giving you a taste. Just a taste. You could go into it. It's Marcus Garvey. Talking shit, getting clicks. We episodes. Mo 3 times. What's good? We live. Craziness. I don't know. Somebody could be calling and I'm not even. I hope somebody got their burgers and enjoyed their burgers and they're just eating their burgers and they're in the house and they're nice and warm and toasty and they're wiggling their toes. I hope they're wiggling their toes and not in here next to me seeing if people called in. I hope. Yo, so last week, right? Like I was chewing. I think I was like, I had a pack of gum and I was chewing. I don't usually chew gum like that. Like I used to be big on like chewing gum and everything. But every now and then I'll grab a pack of chewing gum. And I had grabbed the pack of chewing gum and I went in on it. Like, and I was chewing hard. And so hard that I cracked my tooth. I cracked my tooth, guys. Right? I cracked it. I felt something funny. I felt funny. I was like, oh, man. And it was cold out, you know, and teeth and cold and cracked teeth and cold don't work. But I was like, oh, it's not bad. Make me an appointment for the dentist. Obviously, it wasn't hurting me crazy at the time. And dentist it's usually hard to get up in the dentist. Sometimes it's like a month out. And so I had made a appointment with my dentist because I was going to go back and see that chump. So, minding my business, going about my daily life. I can still chew. I can still do everything like that. It's just cracked. I feel a little uncomfortable. The pain hits me. It's like on last Wednesday. Tuesday, I was hurting. Like I was hurting a little bit. But Wednesday, I was in pain. And I was like, damn, yo, this tooth is killing me. This is killing me to the point where I'm trying to find a dentist emergency. Like, yo, I can't wait for my appointment. I got to get this thing handled right now. I need to handle this right now. So Wednesday, I'm hurting. I think Thursday comes around and I canceled the show on Wednesday because I was in pain. I was in crazy pain. Like I was going to do it, but I was tired and I was in pain. And I'm always tired, but I'm never tired and in excruciating pain. So I said, oh man. And I had everything ready laid up for you guys. So I was bummed out about that, but it didn't even matter because Thursday I was just holding on for my life. And so badly that I called my mama. I wasn't crying per se, like no tears were coming out, but I was whining. I was in whining mode. It was hurting. I was in pain. I was very uncomfortable. I wasn't crying. It was more like, if you ever seen The Wiz, when the Tin Man, I think, a T. That's how I was feeling. I was hurting. My mouth was hurting. So I called my mom, which is it's just a natural reflex to, you gotta call mama. And she bought me she said she was gonna give me some medicine, but she was like, call your aunt first because she be having some medicine too. Whatever, call my aunt. And call me. It felt like, I'm getting babied. And it felt great. And I got a whole bunch of advice to do everything like that. And I couldn't kind of hear anybody anyway because it was just the pain was hurt so much. My ears were ringing. And then the next day or that same day, she stops over with the home remedy. And then flashback shows up with another remedy. And now, you know what I mean? I can sleep now. But I'm still in pain. And then I find out if I would have waited, I would have probably been dead. But I like some old like antibiotics and stuff and took that and I felt better with the antibiotics and I realized like, oh, my tooth was cracked before. Like I got an infection. That is why I'm in so much pain. So I've been taking these antibiotics. I don't really need the pain. Like I'll take a little Motrin with it just so I'm comfortable, but bro, I thought I was out of there. I was thinking in my head like, yo, I don't know how long I can take this. Like they were like, oh, we can't see you until Monday or whatever, like Friday, and we're calling for emergency dentist. I'm like, yo, I need a root canal, a crown, something. I cracked this fucker, and we can talk about insurance companies next week because this lady, I'm gonna excuse my language. I go to the dentist, right? So the first day, so I'm ignorant to all of this. This is my first time I'm in this situation. So I'm thinking the pain of my tooth is because my tooth is cracked, right? It sounds painful that your tooth is cracked, but really it's an infection. At this point, I don't know that. So I'm at the first dentist. The dentist sits me down and he should have been like, listen, you're going to need a root canal, and then we're going to tap it off with a crown or whatever, and you're going to be fine. But first, what you need to do is fight this infection, because that's where the pain is coming from, not from your tooth being cracked. He doesn't say that. And it's a young dentist, and I'm trying to respect him because I'm an old man. I'd be like, yo, I'm looking at you like, yo, like, how old are you? That's how old I am now. I'm looking at people looking like, how old are you? You know, when you're younger than me, I'm like, how old are you? Because they all look 16 to me. And he's Asian, so, you know, they don't have beards and stuff like that. He's smooth skins, if you will. No racistness here coming out of my heart to you. None of that racist coming out of here. But I'm saying this honestly. Like, I'm like, this is a little baby. So anyway, the little baby's telling me indirectly that, yo, I won't do it. But out of respect, he'll still do it. But then they gave me the bill, and I was like, how much for what? To do what? Like, this is crazy. I've never in my life. I got great health insurance, dental insurance, or whatever. Like, get out of this. But then I figured it out by then that, like, it's going to cost me more, because he's going to try to work on my mouth when it was, like, probably damn near against the rules to do. But, yeah, that was fun. So then I got antibiotics. I feel a ton better now. So if I had an appointment, I can wait for it. But kind of like I want to eat a steak. You know what I mean? I want to put a damn gobstopper in my mouth and crunch it through all the layers. I want to open up a beer with my tooth like the POE cast does. That's what I wanted to do. Caro. That's what I wanted to do, but damn it, man. But I'm feeling way better. So Auntie, Wendy, Dickie, thank you. I love you guys. Thanks, love, for making sure I was alive. She was kicking me when I was sleeping to make sure I was alive. That's how that's how she wakes me up. She just kicks me. She got like a little bony heel, you know what I mean? Little slender ass feet, and those bony heels be just like, she gets me right in my, like, I don't know how she gets her heel up that high in the bed to get me. She gets me right between, like, oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's how she wakes me up. She said, take your medicine. That's how she sounds too. At 2 o'clock in the morning, everybody sounds like Large Marge. Tell them I sent you. I'm just bullshitting here. But, all right. So to recap real quick. We have been talking about Black History Month. So far, we've spoken about Monroe Nichols, who is the first black mayor of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and who is also working towards reparations for the victims of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. They used to call it a race war, but it's really not a race war. It was a massacre. It was one side massacring people. American history. If you go through American history, you realize it's how they do it military-wise. And then we spoke about Marcus Garvey, the original Don Dada, Pan-Africanist, self-sufficient. Hey guys, they don't want you here. Let's get on this boat. We can go back to Africa, do commerce, self-sufficiency, financial independence, love, respect. Marcus Garvey, who gives us the beautiful red, black, and green flag that you see on this thumbnail this evening. We also talked about Donald Trump. Man, we talked about the plane crashes for a little bit. Well, at least I did. For the plane crashes, I did a little Donald Trump. I'm trying not to go off of everything he said. But, like, that's a great conversation. Like, I don't think that people are, is there any buyer's remorse? If there's anybody out here that watches the show and actually voted for him, like, I think at the least, the worst, anybody who watches the show just decided not to vote, you know? That was, like, the biggest controversy of not voters. But if anybody decided to vote for him, let me know. Like, do you think he's doing a good job? Do you guys think, like, are we going to... Like, I thought we were going to have some type of, like, there was going to be the race war that started, but it's like, damn, it's going to be Armageddon. The gates of hell are going to open up, and hopefully Michael has his fire sword. You are, all the angels, they need to come out. We need help here. But yeah, We've been talking about Black History Month. We've been talking about a little politics. We've been talking about me coming back to life, and how everybody took care of me and loved me and helped me nurture and grow into this fine, beautiful young old man that you see this evening. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't drop a little techno right now. Let me catch my breath. We're still going to talk about me, Miss Demi, coming up. We've already talking about the present. We've talking about the past. We're going to speak about the future. Definitely. Talking shit, hitting clicks, wee episodes. And do me a favor. I'm kind of lonely. 313-825-5557. Should I do it right now while we're taking a break? Probably should drink some water. I did all that, and I was just chilling, vibing to the music. I was supposed to be doing so much more while that was all going on, but alas, I didn't. But don't worry. Right now, what I'm going to talk about is this young lady. Her name is Demi Johnson. I want to say Demi more because I'm from that age where that's who I know. That's the Demis I know. But we have a Demi Johnson right here. And when I'm talking about past, present, and future, I am talking about this lady in the aspect of the future, because I believe that children are the future. Let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Don't get me twisted. Disrespect her. No disrespect in the picture. You see some oysters right here. Those are oysters. These are oysters. That's Demi Johnson. I'm going to tell you about this young lady up here right now. I'm going to tell you right now. Listen, today we are shining a spotlight on Demi Johnson. She is a remarkable ninth grader from Gulfport, Mississippi, and at just 14 years old, Demi has already made significant contributions to environmental conservation, particularly in restoring Mississippi's oyster reefs. Now, her dedication and innovation approach earned her a prestigious National Graphic Award, highlighting her as a young leader in ecological restoration. Let the children sing. All right, so her journey into environmental activism began with a school project, but it quickly grew into a passion. Recognizing the critical role oyster reefs play in maintaining healthy marine ecosystems, she took it upon herself to make a difference. And this is what she did. Through her hands-on efforts, including growing her own oysters off of Biloxi Pier, in Biloxi, Mississippi, Demi has been instrumental in replenishing oyster populations and promoting biodiversity in the Gulf Coast region. This is going to be nerdy right now, but I'm going to get to a great part here. Now, her work doesn't stop at oyster restoration. Demi is also involved in community outreach, educating her peers and local residents about the importance of environmental stewardship. She believes that collective action is key to sustaining our natural resources and is committed to inspiring others to join her cause. She exemplifies how passion and determination can lead to impactful change regardless of age. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that young people can be at the forefront of environmental conservation, driving initiatives that benefit both their communities and the planet as well. And the reason why we're talking about Demi Johnson's achievements being a big deal is, first off, she's just 14 years old. Now, while most kids her age are worried about school, social media, she's out there rebuilding entire ecosystems. That alone is impressive. But what really makes her work stand out is the impact she's actively restoring Mississippi's oyster reefs, which are critical to marine life, water quality, and even local economy. And why in the hell would Mississippi's coastal oyster reefs are at a point where it's critical and they need her help? Well, I'll tell you why. Because some people like to drill, baby, drill. There I am. I'm getting political again. I need to stop doing that. I get souped up, and then I get into celebrating my Black History Month, and then I get political, and then I'm shooting, and people are catching strays that are actually meant for them, that have the words deny, defend, depose on them. But damn it, I'm shooting them out of a blicky I bought off of Timu. Or somebody said it, Timu. I call it Timu. Let the children sing. But these Gulfs of Mississippi, remember we've had just environmental flooding in that area, which causes a lot of devastation to the natural habitats of the creatures that live along that coast. We've also had, remember the BP oil spill incident, I think in 2010, when it was just pumping millions and millions and millions of crude, and we're just watching it on a little internet cam, watching all this oil ooze up into the Gulf of the Gulf of, yeah. Anyway, yo, check this out. And before that, there were other oil spills over there that have destroyed the reef. But the reason why I'm saying this is so important, and the reason that we have the oysters shown over here, the oysters are shown, is because did you know oysters aren't just seafood? Did you know they're natural water filterers? I mean, one single oyster can filter up to 50 gallons of water today. Or a day. Today, tomorrow, 50 gallons, that oyster's filtering it, all right? That means healthier waters, better marine biodiversity. We love biodiversity. We love diversity. And even stronger storm protection for coastal communities. But Mississippi's oyster population has been wrecked over the years due to hurricanes and pollution, and that's where Demi steps in. So she didn't just read about the problem, she got hands on. First, she started growing her own oysters. First and foremost, she started growing her own oysters. She partnered with experts, and she found a way to bring life back to these reefs. And for her efforts, she won a National Geographic Award, which isn't some participation trophy. I mean, it's a recognition given to young leaders who are making real environmental changes that puts her in a league with some of the most promising young conservationists in the world. And I don't know, she won that award and it seems cool and everything, but she was up against over 2,100 other young people, students, people her age and her age group, 2,100 of them from around the world, right? So, beyond oysters, Demi is also educating her community. She's proven that young people don't have to wait until they're older to make a difference. She's leading by example, showing that change doesn't come from waiting for someone else to fix things. It comes from rolling up your effing sleeves and getting to work. So, yeah, Demi Johnson, not just a kid doing a cool science project. She's a force of nature, literally. Give it up. Demi Johnson, representing the future. So bright, gotta wear shades. Oh, did I ever go to the dentist in the Army? Yep. Yeah. I went right before having to go. I had a 3-day pass. Yeah. I went to the Army dentist once. One time. Yeah. I did. It was actually a pleasure. It was just like a simple, I think I got a fill-in, and then she gave me a cleaning too. It's beautiful. And she cursed me out too. I got cursed out. Like Will, people don't know this. Never mind, I was gonna say something. Why? Why do I need to do, I'm talking shit, getting clicks, but why should I get myself in trouble? I'm not. I was gonna say something, but I am not gonna say it because guess what? I am mature. For sure. Mo 3 times, talking shit, getting clicks. Ladies and gentlemen, honestly, I just want to come give you guys a little Black History Month tonight, this evening. I really didn't. I wasn't going to talk about anything else but the Black History Month. I know that in this current political climate, I know the move is to just relax and chill out for my type of demographic. I know the ladies said that, hey, listen, we did our job here. We've been telling you MFs what's going on. We're not going to no women's marches. We're not doing nothing. We're not allying. We just chilling here, soaking in cocoa butter, drinking hot cocoa, and being Coco Kalai. And I feel the same way. Yo, I'm shit. Here I am, still out here trying to prove to the YOUs. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you right now. You go to my channel. Let's go back to monitors. You go to my channel. Here's my channel. These are the lives that we've done. There is damn near nothing in here. There's a couple in there that we don't even really talk about. Politics, Free Lyle and Eric, Ghost of Diddy. But damn near week in, week out, we have been talking about issues. We have been talking about Trump. We've been talking about Biden. We have been talking about our society. We've been talking about our culture. We've definitely been talking about politics here. And I've been saying a lot of effing things. And a lot of things that I'm saying seems to be coming up and going right to it. The things such as Project 2025. I haven't heard Project 2025 so much than what I've heard in the last week. So I feel like chilling. Here. You know what I mean? I am a veteran, and I'm Black, so I'm probably part of DEI, but I'm also smart, and accredited, and educated, and I work hard, so I don't even be like that. Like, if somebody said that to me, it would be, you're trying to insult me. I know you're trying to insult me. Like, you can't be like, for real. You know what I mean? But, and all saying that, like, our country's kind of, it's kind of iffy right now. And I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I feel like it is what it is because this is what it is. And now, maybe another veil has been pulled off from our society where we can look at ourselves a little bit with a maybe clearer vision. I don't know. I have no idea. But you know what? I'm not going to invest my money in therapy for issue I ain't calls. I'm just going to take my deep breaths, sip my waters, make sure my elbows are moisturized, and my knuckles and my elbows. Keep them from don't be ashy on the outside or with my waters on the inside. Make sure I'm not ashy. That's it. That's what I'm doing. Make sure I'm good to everybody and to myself, and continue. But I know that I've sat here nights just to research, just to give you this information in the right orders. But you know what? I am preaching to the choir. It's not you guys' fault. I'm complaining and everything like that, and you shouldn't have to hear this complaining from me. Maybe you're complaining too. And if you want to complain, please call in to complain with me. Let the children sing. 313-825-5557. What the hell is going on in this world? What is going on in this world? I never wanted to be, oh, we're in the last days. Oh, yeah, we are in the last days. When I hear people say that, I'm like, all right, I understand, but, because I'm an understanding person, but at the same time, shut up, shut your face. I don't want to hear that shit. But damn it. Where are we going? How did I get here? Where are we going? I'm going in. I'm going in. What do y'all think about Kendrick winning? What do you think about Cowboy Carter winning? What do you think Beyonce getting a Grammy for Cowboy Carter? I haven't listened to it. I've listened to, This Is Texas. I've heard it on Reels. I don't even know if I've heard the entire song like on the radio or anything like that, because this is how we listen to music nowadays. You hear all the hot music is in a 30-second Instagram reel, so by the time you hear the real-ass song, it don't seem like a real song to you. It just seems like a gimmick that somebody uses for advertising. You know what I mean? Like, I know how Apple the Beatles catalog was used to advertise Apple products in the early 2000s. I remember that. Now imagine Apple using the Beatles music, and that's all you know the Beatles music for is Apple products. So by the time you put that White Album in and try to listen to it, it's not going to sound right. You're going to be like, oh my God, this MF is trying to sell me the Lightning cable adapter kit. Like, ew, get away from me. Yo, Beyonce, they be trying to make Beyonce act like she's like a victim of the Grammys or whatever, but honestly, she's won 35 effing Grammys as of February 2025. Beyonce has 35 friggin' Grammys, making her the most awarded artist in Grammy history. Throughout her career, Beyonce has received 99 Grammy nominations, further establishing her as the most nominated artist in the awards history. She's won in R&B, pop, and country. Notably, she has been recognized for both her solo work and collaborations, including those with Destiny's Child and the Carters. So she won one with the Carters, one with Hove, and she won one with, Destiny's Child. Which one, though? There was like 3 different iterations of Destiny's Child. Damn it, Destiny. Come get your kids. There, of course, she wasn't going to leave empty-handed. Oh, Lord. You see, Love, if I make a Beyonce, Love is going to make a comment, because that's her nemesis. Beyonce. She can't stand Beyonce. She be acting like she likes Beyonce, but I be knowing. I know she don't like Beyonce. I tried to do the dance. That's all I got. Cowboy Carter. Did you guys see the trailer for the new Fantastic Four, which is set in the 1960s? No? Check it out. I can't show it to you on the show or they're going to kick me off live. Oh, I'm yawning. Ladies and gentlemen, I am yawning, talking shit, getting clicks. Our show tonight, past, present, future, a Black History Month. They can't cancel. They ain't canceling shit. Sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Yo, we talked about Monroe Nichols, first black mayor of Tulsa, Oklahoma, who's also working towards reparations for the victims of the Tulsa race massacre of 1921. We also spoke about Marcus Garvey going back into the past to talk about a man that was brilliant, proud, and gave us the black, red, and green flag and little sense of self, and not only just for black African Americans, but for everyone in the diaspora. Or the diaspora. Diaspora. I call it diaspora because it just sounds better like that. And introducing the young, the future, Demi Johnson, whose work with oysters could possibly defend and protect our nations, our world's coastlines from pollution and erosion. Sounds geeky, but guess what? When your beach is holding up, you're gonna be proud and helpful. Yo, she was working with like 1,100. I told you guys, one effing oyster can filter what 50 gallons of water per day. You learned something right here, talking shit, getting clicks, because I know y'all didn't know that one oyster can filter 50 gallons of water per day. Put that in your fish tank. Put an oyster in there. Insane. Not insane. Just beautiful. But hey, we've been doing these shows. Next week we'll be back at you. Donald Trump will probably have done some other ish. Somebody else will probably, by then RFK will probably been nominated and passed through to get into the cabinet there. And I don't want to talk about Kendrick Lamar or Drake anymore, but Kendrick cleaned up at the Oscars, and people are looking into his wardrobe and his choices to say that he's still dissing Drake, which he probably still is, just on the low, but on the low, we don't know. But I know this. It was fun hanging out with you guys. Once again, it's great being back, talking shit, getting clicks. We episode. Shout out to the JumpOut Gang.
Many people know them as the JumpOut boys in their city.
You damn right. Gang. Yeah. Once again, thanks for coming out. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Yo, you gotta stop me, because I gotta stop before I send you guys out here. Yo, let me tell y'all something that we've been working on. This is something that me and Love. Check me and Love out on Twitch. Getting on Twitch. If you have a Twitch account, check us out. If you don't have a Twitch account, you don't have to bother making one. If you do, I'd appreciate it. But if you don't, no biggie deal. Because Love has been working on the show behind everybody's back. She's been producing my show silently, and she's getting good. And a couple weeks from now, she'll probably be on here, and it will be way smoother than what I've been giving you guys. Because, like I've been saying, I need an administrator. I need an administrator, and I think I got one. I don't want to even speak too soon. I feel like I'm jinxing this. Oh, by the way, like, who the hell am I? Don't say goodnight yet. Like, what am I doing? How can we not talk about the birds? No one likes us, we don't care. I'm sorry, how can we not talk about the Philadelphia Eagles? We're going into overtime right now, guys. Yeah, we're going to overtime. We're talking about these birds right now. First of all, go Birds. Let me tell you, first and foremost, the Kansas City Chiefs do have immense talent. They got great wide receivers. They got good running backs. They have a all-star Hall of Fame, going to be probably quarterback. And they have Taylor Swift on their side, guys. No one likes us. We don't care. But honestly, watching my Birds this season, I didn't care, bro. I knew we were going to win. Love be stressing like, I'm like, we'll find a way to win because we're winners. We lost some games. We had some easy, like some close calls. We've had teams try to bully us, and we bullied them back. Like, we can't be pushed around on the field. Our defense is solid. We got Saquon, who is not one of the best runners. He's the best running back in the game. On the field, we will have the best wide receiver tandem in A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. We got Dallas Goedert, who's healthier than he's ever been in years. Right? He's huge, and he's getting a little yak now. And he's not even tiptoeing out there now. Now he's catching the ball and going for it. Our defense is crazy. I've been waiting for Cooper DeJean to get his pick six, and he's going to get one. He hasn't got one all playoffs, which leaves one game for him to get it. That's probably going to be the game. Offensive line is going to be healthy this week. Everybody's going to be healthy. I did. Oh, I didn't show you guys the t-shirt design either. I'm so glad I didn't leave. But let me tell you what, as an Eagles fan, no one likes us, we don't care. I'm not going to be at Broad Street wilding out, climbing up poles or doing anything crazy. I'm not going to be cursing out Packers fans, calling them C words or anything like that. I'm not going to be taking people's hats and throwing it or anything like that. But I will be cheering for my Birds on Sunday. No one likes us. And I probably won't even be wearing Eagles gear when I do it because I'm that superstitious with it. But we're going to have fun on Sunday. It's going to be a great time. I hope you guys are safe out there and enjoy the game. And don't mess with the Rocky statues. I dare somebody to put a Chiefs gear on a Rocky statue. It's not going to work good for them. Rocky's not real, by the way. Meldrick Taylor is. Look Meldrick Taylor up and tell me who deserves a statue. Rocky statue should be in fucking Sly Stallone's effing storage or something like that, sitting in his rotunda or in his garage or something like that. It really, that Rocky statue needs to go. But I mean, whatever. It's history, mystery, whatever. All right, so you see this banger right here. You see it's got the color. You look, there's a little 3D now to the arrow here that we're clicking. See, we're clicking on the shit. We're talking our shit. That's why our shit has its mouth open and its eyes are gleaming because it's talking good shit. And then it's being clicked on, like bing, it's being clicked on. So we're talking shit. We are getting clicks, and it's original podcast. If you don't think that I do here is original or I'm podcasting at all, then maybe you might be right. I'm not gonna argue with you. Customer's always right. But we got this banger. But let me show you this other banger I got. Hold on. I'll just take you to the screen. Look, this is my monitors. So I just set these up. Boom, boom, boom. There's a picture. Look at the one. This is what Love designed. You guys like that? Well, 3 times. That's an actual shirt. You know how they be putting, like, this is why I had to wear it because, like, this is the actual shirt. Look how bright and bold, like, it's bolder right now in real life than it is even in the picture. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing researches. I've been working on this. You know I've been doing this. These shits are getting better and better and better. Don't forget, check the shop. Because those things are just going to be collection. Those are going to be collection pieces. But check this out. Boom, we got that. With a little detail down there. A little talking shit, getting little clicks out of go. So to let you know that it's just not just about with Mo 3 times. But if you're with Mo 3 times, that's the one. Love got hers in a cream color. This is ash, heather gray. You know what I mean? Thank you. Ramid, Kato, Love, Aunt Sherry, Winnie Boo, Flashback, everybody who came out, Mainline, everybody who came out, I appreciate everybody. Please don't forget, like, share, subscribe. We'll be back next week. If you don't like what I'm saying out there, let me tell you what. If you don't like what I'm saying, I got the call-in line. You can call in. I got the chat line. You can chat. I interact with you guys. This show is about interacting. It's called the We. It's called We Live. You know what I mean? I do have one called Me episodes, but it's We Live. You're allowed to get live with me. Mo 3 times, talking shit, getting clicks. See you next week. Where's my music? Where's the music? We out. Come true, yeah. You're my dream come true. Peace. Good night. I love you guys. Next week.